Show me that blood. For every 10 bulk you gain 1 circle. Whenever you gain a circle, gain 2 bulk. Okay. I haven't played this class much. But we're starting on, you know, Crucible 0, so I don't feel like I can lose. So throw it at me. Yeah. We start with Sphere, that's nice. Oof, that's a little too strong. I shouldn't have used that bomb at all. Heck. Oh no. Oh jeez. Ruining the market here. Sure, give me the lightning. Peglin. I think my internet is... It's not fixed, but it's better. Like, it hasn't been the worst internet on the planet in a little bit. It still crashes for a couple seconds, but only first. Then it comes right back on. I'm not unhappy with that if that's the way it is. I can operate with that. Couldn't really operate with the other thing. Oh, he's gonna get me. Oh no. He didn't get me. I think I should take this, try to do the bulwark thing, just check it out. I'm not really keen on it, though. I don't really think it works in this game very well. But maybe with this class I can make it work. Oh. Almost. More crit. Almost. Again. Yeah, like that drop that just happened. 800 frames. It's so small that some people probably might not even notice it, but it does cause hiccups and stuff, which is annoying. I don't really have a reason to go to the store, so why even bother? Even with one hit per bomb, I still couldn't hit any in time. Took damage. It's all over now, folks. Bombs are so good. That's so ridiculous. Well, teeth ain't great. I had an appointment. They called me and were like, yeah, it turns out your insurance doesn't cover this because it's the worst insurance on the planet. Which, you know, I was hoping it wasn't, but apparently it is. So they asked me if I would like to out-of-pocket pay up front $2,200. So I made a different appointment. So hopefully on Friday, for half that much, I can exist again. That's the situation. Which I don't think is great, but it's not my first rodeo with this. I think it's my fourth, actually. Ding. The amount of armor that you can get is just not enough, man. It just needs to be higher. They've already burned through it, and I did great. It's just crazy that it just needs to be more. It's just not enough number. This doesn't work because it's not enough number. They burned through it in one swing. I'm gonna buy that sphere. I'm gonna buy this sphere. I have two of them. Refresh on every defeat. I'd rather have the piercing on everything. Well, the situation is, it's even worse than I just described because it took us, like 3 days to find a place that allegedly was covered by my insurance. Take a shot at how far away we were about to drive to get there. Like, this was the best option that was available within, like, you know, 4 days. It's 4 hours each way was what we were about to do. Which I've also done in the past. And turns out we're not covered anyway, so, you know, what's the point of doing that? It's my insurance vent today. Driving from Pittsburgh to DC to try and find a place. Place doesn't work. I think I can go ahead and upgrade those. I don't think I want these. Multi-ball. Durable. They're so good. Let's do multi-ball. We'll really get that, I don't know, durable also. I want both of them. Honestly, durable makes this proc more than multi-ball does. Okay. I think the problem is that my circle is silly. It only works in like one build, one exact build that requires like 6 relics to do. It needs to be finesse. Then maybe this class would have any kind of advantage, but my circle is just not good. I purposefully avoid. I don't dodge crits just for +2 damage. That's not gonna happen. So Currently getting nothing out of it. Also, apparently, it doesn't start with any bulwark generating skills. I just got lucky and got one. So currently pretty unimpressed with this fella. Left or right, they both look pretty similar. This class gains bulwark and then gets Circle, or gets Circle and gains bulwark. That's all. I have so many piercing attacks now. Well, they're not really tanky either. They just have Circle. They just get Circle for free. They don't really generate bulwark or anything, and any extra, like, they don't do anything really. In most of the situations I put myself in, I wouldn't see any of those things. Even if defensive was, I'd have to like go out of my way to do it. I would get the same defense with any other class though, almost. It would be like a 10% increase. They just didn't give this class really anything. They gave him a strange relic that doesn't do anything, that's all. This thing is not keyed correctly for this, so this is going to be a real annoying class to clear with, I think. I just don't feel like this is a defensive class. I feel like the entire argument is about some other guy. I don't feel like this dude is the one. I like Spear. Starting with Spear is actually what makes this class good. Like, that's a better thing than what the class's gimmick is. Starting with the orb that's actually pretty decent is better than the class's entire gimmick. If I could trade Balladroit for a second Spear, I would, and I'd be better off in every single instance that there is, including defensive. I guess I want this. I guess I'm supposed to take my circle stuff if I want to actually do what the class gimmick is supposed to be. But that's what I mean. That should be the orb this guy started with, even though I think it's worse. That is the actual gimmick of the class that we're not using. Because he's not defensive in any way, shape, or form. He's just not. There's nothing going on. This boss is gonna die in one shot, apparently. Oops. Yeah, it does buff the enemies. Yes, absolutely. But it buffs me too. Is that good? Bold Orb in this case is actually not great. And I probably shouldn't have bought it, but I can't help it. I just like Bolt Orb too much. Another Bulwark relic that we should start with, but did not. It's just that every single orb I have pierces now, so Bolt Orb is just... Well, it bounces in a different way, which sometimes is great. Usually it's negative, though. On boards like this, it's incredible if it's tightly packed, but on boards where you're shooting upwards, like in Area 3, pretty often Bolt Orb is lacking. And the piercing I don't need, obviously, because I got it on everything, so... The case for not taking Bolt Orb right now is pretty strong, but I'm gonna take it anyway. Damn good. This will be good for Bulwark. There, 36. Now that's a real number. You know? Now we're talking. With all the stuff I have, I finally got that orb that doesn't do damage to give me a real amount of defense. Not like a busted amount, just a decent amount. And that's one orb. 36 health for the fight. It's not bad. Let's go left. I like the look of all the random events, I guess. Could be a store or something interesting over there. Oh well. There's 2 events and a fight on the right, which I ended up going to anyway. Oh, that's nice. Not that. That relic sucks, but... That was good. Why is this orb so bad? Right. This only works with this character at all because it gives him some defense, which will make up for the damage you're going to take, I guess. But you don't get very much. 2 defense isn't enough. And even when you upgrade it, it still only gives you 1. Like, why is it so bad? Balestra. If we're voting for worst orb, it's actually worse than Terra Ball in a lot of ways. Forget worst NES game ratings. I'm gonna rank the worst orbs in Peglin. Balestra is gonna be hard to beat. Let's just get this one up. It's fine. 4 and 8 damage. It's okay. If I don't want to use it, I'll just not use it. On this fight, I don't really want to waste a lot of time cycling through my deck, which is pretty small, just to get rid of a Pebble. I can make the Pebble do okay. Pop. Lord is useless already, so I'm already throwing 1 away. Also, yeah, here's a boss that just makes defense builds dead. If it shows up, you're finished. It just doesn't care. It has the no counter. It will just eliminate all your defense in one hit. Whoops. On the bright side, this orb is not the worst orb in the world now, because my circle doesn't do anything either. For them. So now I've removed the negative buff. So now it just gives me +1 measly my circle. However, I don't think I've managed to dodge the crits a single time yet, so it's not actually doing anything. It doesn't have a lot of damage on it. It's like medium, it's not going to be better than crit until I get like 4 of them, because crit on like this, for example, it's still 5 and 6, 5 and 8. Like, it has a long way to go for Bold Orb, and for Pebble, I need 4 more. Sorry, Bold Orb, I should have fired you down center. The only way you can really build into my circle is to purposely get rid of the crits for relics, and then my circle has a couple of ridiculous busted things. You can build a, like I said, there's like one build that works, and it's to get rid of every crit that you have is like the start of that. And then you have a circle thing that gives you double every time you get my circle. You just get twice as much as you're supposed to. And with that, you can get like 90 of it in one fight, and then you're talking. Then everything you do is 100 damage per hit shot. Then you maybe can make it work, but you really do need every single one of those relics, or else you're just gonna be dead. Obviously, if you're getting... Oh, I got fucked here. Oops. I'm maybe dead here. Thanks for the buckle orb. I should have just fired the pebble. I didn't think about the next orb in my rotation. I think I have one more turn, maybe? Yeah. I've got him. He can't win this, right? Yeah, I got him. That was close. This one's, all 3 of these are pretty good. This one's not just good, it's fucking outstanding. It's so good. Don't underestimate this thing right here. Why would he be good with the self-damage orbs when he doesn't actually generate more bulwark than anybody else? I still haven't ever found a build that works with the self-damage orbs. I'd be interested to try that out someday. I guess if you had a lot of healing or something. Or shields. But then you'd need the shields to come up first. There's a relic that reduces self-damage by half, but even so, I would say that those are my pick for worst orbs in this game. Any orb that takes damage to you and doesn't do something amazing, like the fireball orb, probably one of the worst. Worse than the one that I was that I put in my inventory here that gives them a circle to the enemy. Probably worse even than that one. Almost all the time. Though, giving them a circle to the enemy, they don't crit, so they're just always doing that bonus damage for the rest of the fight. So that's pretty nasty. This one maybe will give me some bulwark sometimes. Does this mean I start with bulwark? I gotta find out. There's only one more store. I'm feeling like I won't go for it. Because if I go down here, I'll get more relics, and that's all I ever play for, so... Might as well spend the money now. I am curious to see. I think I will gain bulwark for free off of this with my thing. That's going to give me a free circle. I sure do. So now I get to start with a little bit of armor, which would be a friggin' godsend. Man, that would make this character so much better if you actually had just that out the gate instead. The ability to reduce 3 damage from every fight from the start to the end would actually make this character something. I think they just need to give you that relic at the start as well as the other one. Give you something. No, that's an interesting orb. I don't have the money for it. I'm thinking that you would get the armor first, and it would only reduce the amount of armor you got. So you'd end up with 2 armor and 3 circle and no damage taken with this orb on this character. I guess. I'm guessing. So this actually is a good orb for the fella. I just don't have the money. Or I would actually try it out. Let's go left. I'm gonna do this one, like, whatever. Protect orb me. And I want to go down the center here. Either one of these will take me there. I just gotta go left now. I'll never reload again, so that relic I just got has no value. Cool. That's cool. Now that's some decent armor. That added up a little bit. Here, let's give him a circle to everybody. That'd be great. And then never get to use it 100 years. Because not only do I have all the crits because of Crucible Zero, I added one more for good measure. At least I'm immune to the bombs, which is a nice little perk. Yeah, I guess I'll fire this. Like, I think if you could get this kind of number all the time, it would be alright. That, unfortunately, is just not the case here, right? Like, it's just not the way this works. They don't give you the means to, out the gate generate any at all. You have nothing. And I think that's just... People are saying this is the tank class, but he's not. I think that's the problem. He could be. They could easily make him that way, they just didn't. And you gotta do something about the boss who, ignores armor. Anyway. He's a 50-50 chance of showing up, pretty much, so, like... What do? You just lose? Now you start with the spear. I don't know why, but I'm not going to complain about that. For a zone 1 orb that you can grab on the first fight, that's like one of the best ones there is. Piercing. Decent damage. Like, what is the damage on that? It's like Pebble damage with no debuffs on the Pebble. So the default Pebble damage at level 0 Crucible, but to everybody. And that's pretty fine. That solves a ton of problems for the whole game. There's never a point where that's bad. You always want one of those. I think the Protect Orb itself is pretty good. Look at those numbers. Nice. Armor. You would think that this one would be a good fit for me. Part of the circle orbs. But it's not. Better pumped. Time to fight the square. Holy shit, man. The morbid durable peg thing has generated 150 armor out the gate. They just lost 600 health. They lost 900 health. And they cannot do any damage for the rest of the fight. It's over. It's already over. One protector was all I needed to seal everything. So yeah, I can dig this orb. I don't like the non-damage part of it, but that's fine. It does do generation of number pretty well. It's Bold Orb time. Thanks, Bold Orb. In the end, somehow the Protect Orb did more damage by hitting the bombs and giving me armor than the Protect Orb, than the Bold Orb did. On how we can... Let's custom game. I don't think I've ever done this before. Let's build... Yeah, I sure haven't. Let's do this. Get out of here. I want... Ooh. We can give ourselves eggs. I want to try the armor build. Let's see. I missed an orb. I just haven't finished with an orb. Take some of those. There's no bulwark in the rare orb category at all. Not a single one. Best orb fence is the best you get for that. I know what this orb is, and I just don't like it, so I never bought it. Not a single time. Yeah, you can use the egg in a couple situations, especially morbid, and still get heals off of it. Without breaking it, even if you're lucky. I'm trying to build an actually good armor thing. I think it's just gonna be Protect Orb down the line here. Evasion exists in this game, and it is so good. It is so good. It adds up so fast. The evasion build with the relic that lets you get it up to 400%, you can just never take damage for the rest of your life if you want. Very easy to set that up. I think that I don't have any idea why I would use Balestra when this exists and it's just as rare. Seems silly. Is that it? I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna ignore Buckle Orb. Now let's put one in there. Just it does damage and gives less shield than the other one. Okay, that's the orbs. Now the relics. No reason not to take that. Reload gives me my circle, okay. I'm trying to do a circle bulwark only kind of thing here. Let's see what we need to do. More my circle. This is it. This is the ridiculous buster of my circle builds right here. You need this. If you can't find the training weight, throw it out. It's not going to work. You have to have it. That seems to be all I can do. Let's hit it. Sure, whatever. Oh, what's that first one? I don't recognize. Oh, that's why I don't recognize it. It's because it's specific to this fella. But that's cool. There might be some bulwark related things that only he can get to that I haven't seen that maybe actually make this guy good, but sure doesn't start with him. I didn't give myself the... I need to restart. I was just looking at and not realizing why I didn't have bulwark. Unfortunately, I gotta rebuild that real quick. I'm missing... Am I even allowed to have it, actually? It's not in here, right? This unique thing is not in here. I thought it was. I thought they just gave it to me. Where the hell is it? This doesn't he start with it? Like, he didn't start with there. Okay, now it's in there. I guess I messed it up. I had the other one, and when I changed classes, it didn't give it to me. I gotta rebuild the thing real quick, but at least I know what I want now. That was weird. Anyway, let's do it. The bulwark only build. I can make this work. Come on. My circle bulwark. What else did I have? That's new. I don't recognize that one. That's good. That's good. Thanks, Gilder. What's up? Was there anything else I had here for relics? I would like to get rid of the crits. And I don't think there's any relic I can pick that will do that. Might as well take that one. Maybe I can find one that will get rid of crits or something. I don't know. I don't think I will, actually. Actually, that works on the boss choices, so that's where you would do that, right? That gains my circle. That's all the bulwark and my circle things that exist. That's all of them. Okay, now. Probably not going to take any other orbs. Let's keep the deck a little tinier here. Let's do it. Now, this time for real. I found the Dagworm is like actually really good on that Crucible 15 bullshit. The only thing that stops the Minotaur from instantly winning. One lucky Dagorb shot. I'll take this. I should just try to make the bulwark add up first here. 14, damn, that's a lot. That's a lot of work for bulwark. Crit does nothing for that guy. If I don't get the dense peg thing, even this whole build, it's just not gonna work out. It's gonna be less bulwark than I had in the last run, just randomly, just with whatever garbage I found. It's gonna be less than that. I already have 13 Macircle though, so you know, that adds up fast. I really don't want crit anymore in a very real way. Look how much damage we lose when we get crit. It just goes from like 150 to 20 instantly. That's the Macircle curse. Let's upgrade the Protect Orbs. I don't think I need to save my money, really. Yeah, whatever, just... I don't want to overload on orbs. I need more money, I need to upgrade everything I have. I'm convinced that Dense is good in nearly every situation. You'd have to work hard to make a situation where it's not the best choice in the three, no matter what the other ones are. Multi-ball maybe is competitive sometimes. Possibly. Only sometimes, though. Is this good? I've never tried it before. Attack distance dependent on number... What? Attack distance is dependent on number of pegs hit. Higher orb levels require fewer hits to travel further. 2 self-damage for every enemy hit. What is this junker? Is this new? You could make yourself take like 20 damage from this thing. Theoretically, I can block it with my bulwark build. Like, this is the build where it would actually make any sense, and it's still, like, drunkenly bad. Like, what? All these conditions. It sounds like if I don't hit a bunch of orbs, it won't even move. But probably it will usually go across the screen. I mean, if you're not going to hit a bunch of orbs, it's already going to do no damage anyway. So that first part doesn't really mean anything to me. I'm going to try this piece of crap, which has always sounded like the worst thing on Earth. Yeah, they sure do like self-damage, and I don't understand who's buying these orbs, right? Like, who's getting these orbs in their inventory on purpose? Self-damage orbs. I don't get it. They seem pretty bad. That bulwark thing, I don't really understand it. Base damage increases when you're hurt. It starts at 0? What? Come on. It's just so conditional. I don't remember what does self-damage in Monster Train exactly. But I feel like I like most of the builds in Monster Train. Except for the minion eaters have a lot of trouble, I think. Get that Pebble out of here. I don't even know where it came from. Why do I have a Pebble in my inventory? Okay. Okay. Just get rid of it that way. Don't really want to fight, fellas. Let's just go straight for the good stuff. I'm just seeing if this build works. This custom build that started with a full deck, basically. And all of the things you want. I feel like Monster Train is pretty well balanced, except for, here and there's a couple things that I don't think work as well. I play it on the level 25 difficulty, and some of those newer fellas, I don't feel like the minion summoning imp queen lady is any good ever. I don't like imps. I don't think their builds work very well, and so there's a boss that is your hero built on that concept. I think she sucks. I think she's the worst one. The magic deck, the third ones, I forget their clan name, but the Frostbite fellas, they're really good. Both their heroes are incredible, and all their units are amazing. I think they're top tier. Stygian Guard. Everyone else is okay. Everyone else is about the same. You can make them all work. The wax people are gimmicky, but they work. The monster eater fellas are the Umbra. They're gimmicky too, but they also work. It's a little hard to make them work sometimes, but they do. When they're going, they go. And then the rest of the green and red, they do fine almost all the time. I feel like red and green don't actually pair together very well because regen doesn't really work with the shields. So if you go in knowing that you should pick one or the other, you can make them work because they have a good tank for guys who have no health, or vice versa. So they work well in that sense. I think red and green mix with nearly everyone. But together, I don't feel like they're particularly the best blend. 2 damage for every... just... Gotta get these orbs up. Whenever you lose your last bulwark, gain balance. That sounds fine. Now, that's not my circle, so it's not going to give me this boost. It's not going to give me the bulwark back. They made sure of that. There, unfortunately. Yeah, it's a pretty good sounding relic for this. If you don't have a lot of bulwark generation, you'll get something out of it at least, even though it's not ideal. It's something. I play a lot of Monster Train. I was playing it the other day. I have played a lot. I haven't been playing it recently, but I didn't have a successful run. I got pretty far. I forget how far or what stopped me. Something area 7 maybe stopped me on my little run there. I was going too far in on the... I really like the DLC. I feel like it fixed a lot of the stuff I was thinking wasn't perfect. But I went a little too hard on the stuff and it made the game really hard. And I didn't get the advantages I needed from my run. That's what happened. Counter-orb attack. Take damage, do more. Damage multiplier. There's so many orbs that are class specific, I guess, that I haven't even heard of. I didn't realize that was the case. That's kind of news to me. I didn't know that this guy would have access to stuff I've never seen before. It doesn't sound great, but I haven't seen it, so maybe it's better than anything. I love the mental mantle, it's funny. Yeah, Slay the Spire is pretty neat, but I really like Monster Train better, I think. I'm maybe biased because it's the first one I really played, but... I played a couple at this point, and they all have their little quirks. I'm gonna try some more. Power Chord's pretty cool if you haven't played it. I'm gonna jump into that one a little bit more seriously soon, but I have a few others that are like whole D&D campaigns attached to it and stuff, kind of like Inscription, but serious, that I meant to try more of. Oh, get my ass kicked here. The reason I'm getting my ass kicked is I have too many crits. Can't get rid of all these crits. I get one every turn, no matter what I do. Oh yeah, my viewers don't watch anything but retro games. It's just the way it is. I get a steady 100, and I appreciate y'all. I'm not somebody who focuses on my career very well, so I know those numbers. I know what gets numbers and what doesn't. I don't worry about it, and I kind of just stream what I think is good and what I'm entertaining with or what I want to play. But maybe I do that a little too often because people don't come in to watch me play card games. Not even the ones I'm good at. They wouldn't come in to watch me play Counter-Strike even though I won money in that game in the past. Like, if I were playing it competitively and all that, I don't think I'd get viewers from any audience. That's just not what you're here for, but that's fine. I'll do Arcade Pit till I'm dead. But I gotta worry about that a little bit. I'm bad at that streamer intellect. I'm bad at advertising too. Best orb fence should be good, but I think you're right. The best I could do for bulwark so far has been like 130 with that last build I had. With I had 5 protect orbs, and I had, what the hell did I have? I had durable pegs. That's what it was. And with that, I was able to get it to 150. So this would do a bonus 400 damage, and that's okay. Like, that's not great. That's not like unheard of numbers or anything. It's, if I were hitting 450 every shot with my orbs, I'd be winning. But it's not like I'm hitting for thousands like you can hit with a lot of other things. I guess the advantage there is that you do have 100 bulwark, so you know you have all this defense, so you're good. Gong Show is popular, and playing bad games and stuff, and all that retro stuff does bring in viewers. If it's an RPG, it doesn't. Gong Show is something I was doing alongside Civ 5. It was like the first thing I did that was actually popular. I think I'm like, I have a partnership on Twitch because of XCOM goofing around and because of Gong Show. And later that year, I started Arcade Pit. So my viewership weekly is like 500 plus people watch Arcade Pit, and then I get 100 viewers for every other day, something like that, 100 to 200. So I get a pretty skewed. Twitch doesn't understand my numbers. They don't know how to read that data. They don't get it. They don't know what it means. They don't know how to measure it and offer me things. There's durable. I think I have to take it. Again, like, none of these other ones are good. That one is good because it gives me the circle build, so it's actually better than this. But I still have another crit on the board, unfortunately. I think I need the durable to build the bulwark, but if I want my circle to go nuts, that's what I really need. Let's do the circle thing. Bulwark isn't succeeding. Like, it's just not really a thing. It's not going to be any better than it was on the last run, I don't think. On my first run, I stumbled into the good bulwark build. I think that's it. That's the best you can do. You get like 100, and then that's it. And that's a lot of defense. Like, don't get me wrong. And having 200 health instead of 100, you're gonna win with that if you can pull that off. But like, it's just not great. And I can't do more than that. Like, there's no custom build I can do that makes it even worse. No matter what I do here, I don't think I can make that happen better. This one's gonna give me a ton of bulwark, just because the stage itself is annoying. It's gonna give me a ton. I was thinking about that when I picked this up. Okay, it only gave me like 10. Fuck that orb then, dude. That orb sucks. What the hell? I have decided that this is the worst orb in the game. I have made my choice. I don't know. I'm not 100% about that, honestly, but it's on the top 5. What the hell's wrong with this thing? Give me more. What the fuck do you mean you apply it to every 3 hit? That sucks. This one doesn't do self-damage at least, but it ruins your board. So that the next shot you do is garbage. Maybe the next couple of shots, because you cannot destroy these shields quickly. They take like 3 shots. It doesn't do any damage. I think I have the thing that gives me that when the pegs get made, don't I? Let me see. What is that rally called? Why didn't I pick it when I saw it in the inventory? Man, that... I haven't played Halo 3 and onward, but when I was a younger kid, I was winning money in Halo 1 as well. And I played the PC. That Halo 1 is what ended my career in gaming for like 15 years. They didn't. You remember GameSpy? I complain about this sometimes. Just a little insight into my childhood career path and when I went into IT after giving up on that. GameSpy ran a tournament for Halo 1 for fuck knows why. It was a death match. First one to get 50 kills in Blood Gulch. the stupidest. What the hell is that? Like a four stage tournament of 50 kill DMs on Blood Gulch, and I went in there with my buddy. We both made it to the final round, and I was at 49 kills. I jumped in the back of a warthog and was just gunning people down. And he had like 30. That piece of crap decided to rocket me and blow me up. I got second place because of him. Just out of spite, he stopped me. But they owed me like an Alienware PC package and a game kit for winning that for second place. They decided not to give me that, and then I decided this career sucks. I'm done with this. Never paid out. So I was salty at I mean, he was a good friend of mine. We played all the time. Salty at him for just choosing to screw me over on purpose and take me out instead of my buddy. Well, instead of my anyone else. Like, he could have just hung out. Like, he wasn't gonna win nothing by killing me. So that was, I didn't really care about that too much. It was just funny that he's the one who stopped me. But them not paying out really sucked. M-Player was awesome. I didn't know they did tournaments. Well, I guess they did. I didn't use tournaments for that, though. M-Player was so good. M-Player was like, man, it's hard to describe how good that was. It was kind of like if Discord existed in the 90s and it had peer-to-peer gameplay built into it, and you could just run a server and play games like Alien vs. Predator and stuff. It was incredible. GameSpy was like a corporate version of that. It was ruined. M-Player had like AOL Instant Messenger built into it, profiles and everything. It had voice chat for like 8 people. It was amazing. It was so good. I lived on there for the entirety of its life. It was the best piece of software in the 90s, hands down. Had the chat, the local general chat for the game, and DMs and private groups and all that stuff for getting your game ready and all that, and readied up, and then it launches all the games at once, loads them in, connects, does all the work for you. Man. Warhammer. I don't want any of that. Do I want this? I guess I do. Because if I don't take this, nothing happens. If I do, something will happen. Whatever. I get to fight these boys. That's exciting. I think I played Saints Row 2 that way. It was fantastic. What a stupid good game. I have a picture of it. I hosted my buddy Ribbon last night. He was who I played with. Where the hell would that picture be? We had made like clown avatars, and the theming of Saints Row 2 made it hilarious. I'm looking to see if I have that anywhere. I only took like one screenshot of the entire thing. I'm looking in my memes folder from like 2000 nothing. just collect bad images. That's what we did. Let's see. This picture sucks. I found it. Let me get this up there. Yo, Saints Row 2 on GameSpy. This picture's so blurry, man. What the hell is this so blurry for? I guess the game just was. We dressed up like these clowns and we were just driving around. It was awesome. Listening to 80s music. Replacing tattoo ink with nuclear waste. You know. Gaming. I played Saints Row 3 co-op on stream with Psychedelic Eyeball, and I used the Gaston pack that someone made. It was extremely fitting for the writing. I might have a picture of that too. The thumbnail for it on YouTube is Gaston, if I don't. So, let me see. I didn't really like that one as much. I found it. All right, what do we got here? That video is still up on YouTube if you want to watch it. Just a couple highlights of the end game. I'm gonna keep upgrading my orbs. I'm kind of disappointed with this build, though. I think I'm gonna... I don't really know what to do with it. I think this is the worst orb in history. I'm getting rid of it. You see, I don't know if the gang did have it coming, honestly. Replacing the tattoo ink with nuclear waste seemed like a step too far. I think the boss and everyone who helped him do that had it coming to them, and they never got what was coming to them. The other two gangs in Saints Row 2, I'll give it to you, they had it coming. But the biker gang, but they were red. They were playing Avenged Sevenfold all the time. I have no idea what they were called. The Metalhead gang. They didn't really have it coming. They were just kind of like... They were just kind of there, getting beat on by you the entire time for almost no reason. It was ridiculous. What orb would I want a copy of? I guess Protect Orb again? I really need that, that dense pegs thing before I can really get bulwark up, though. I just can't. People were saying it wasn't over a 60-40, it was worse than that, but even so, like, Yeah, you make him. He was just doing like a monster truck rally, and you, the boss, decide it would be cool if you made him run over his own girlfriend during that as a prank. And then you throw him the keys, and you're like, "Look in the trunk." And you do that for like no reason at all. Like, man, put your character down. He's done. He's cooked. He's cooked too much. He did kill Carlos. Is that who that was? I think that was his name. But I think Carlos was one of the ones who helped you replace tattoo ink with nuclear waste as a prank that you did before that. Honestly, he probably will die from that little joke if you don't kill him first, which you sure do. But hey. Down we go. Yeah, the boss definitely struck first. And I ain't gonna defend the murder of that guy who's kind of innocent, but your boss is worse. If I had to pick who to put in jail for longer, I would give the leader the Reds like 3 or 4 life sentences, and I could give the boss like 600. Any doctors in the audience that can tell me what what the lifespan of somebody who has nuclear waste in their on their face, tattooed on in there? How much damage would that do to you? How long do you have to live? How you gonna be? Oops. I didn't mean to throw that away. Now taking damage. Bucklore build ain't working out, man. What can I say? We're just not getting enough numbers. Without that density, I ain't got the means. Was it? I know that you drove to like a nuclear power plant to get it. I don't remember if it was nuclear waste or something else. I think it was literally... They were saying it was nuclear waste. It's been a long time since I played that game. That's what I remember. It was green goop. It's the stupidest cartoonish thing I've ever heard of. That's what he wanted to do, though. And who's to argue with the man in charge of the Saints? Like, whatever. Oof, that was no good. At least we got the circle off of it. Yeah, the block numbers seem really low, right? Like, they do. When evasion exists and you get 10% per evasion, anything, like at a minimum, you can get 10% at least. Sometimes you get way more than that. It's pretty easy to get to 100% evasion, or even to make the enemies miss 100% of the time can be done. And those two work together. Blind and Ballusion both work together in tandem to make you immortal. You have no trouble with those. I feel like the evasion build, if you were doing that build, you'd have evasion. You'd have it like 50% at all times. Every shot you do will add twice as much as you just lost. And then the shield build just is not delivering the same competency here. I think it's a big problem. Yeah, the Protect Orb is the only one that gives you that kind of bulwark defense, though. And that's only under the circumstance of me having density and some other things going on for it. Like, I had a 25% increase on how much I generate, plus I had it 3 times per hit on each peg, and I had a lot of refresh power and other stuff like that. That's how I got those numbers that one time. But they were good numbers. If I could get those kind of numbers, like, ever again, like, I can't seem to recreate that situation without the ability to hit orbs multiple times. And that was only for that one battle, too, because I sure wasn't pulling that number most of the time. Yeah, I don't think I'm dropping any frames at the moment. Up. I was just, while I was playing, I was looking at the wiki for Saints Row 2. The boss isn't called the boss in this, he's called Playa. After hearing that Playa has awoken, he gets himself stabbed and goes to the infirmary. That's how you meet Carlos. He gets himself stabbed just to say hello to you. Oh. See, I think I just lived because of evasion, right? I don't know why I had evasion. I think I had evasion because of that one weird relic that I have. After poisoning Mero's tattoo ink with radioactive waste, Carlos is kidnapped. You see, I feel like a little bit of that is on Carlos, maybe. Not that anybody should be dragged through the streets, but Carlos kind of sort of killed a man himself there. It was kind of the leader also. That's how I felt about it at the time. Like, I was supposed to feel bad, but I'm like, you guys are crazy. What did you expect? What did you want? I don't know that I'm gonna survive this fight with the bulwark build here, and you know, I gave myself the whole deck and relics right out the gate. I didn't expect to have any trouble winning this, but I'm not gonna beat. This is the boss I would hope to see, right? Like, the other one's just gonna eat me, so I think I'm in trouble here. The Circle build would be working, but I'm just not high enough in the Crucible to get rid of the other crits. I don't think the Bulwark build can work until, honestly, it doesn't work by itself. I think I need other things with it, you know? I have 43 Crucible, and I started that opening with a crit shot. Like, that was smart. I think this build only works when you combine it with a normal build, maybe, but even then. If I get out of this, it's because I'm a circle being busted as hell when it's stacked the way it also is stacked. I have 45 freaking circle. Alright. Yeah, not great. I do not have density here, unfortunately. Wish I could re-roll it or something. Double damage, but we take 3. That shouldn't matter with Bulwark, right? But we're not going to have Bulwark. There's multi-ball. I'm going to grab this because I never would normally. I've never played Saints Row 4. Should I play it? I bought it. I think I was so bored with Saints Row 3 that I just kind of passed on it. Like, Saints Row 3 laser focused on the goofiness of Saints Row 2 and none of the stupid charm that it had. Hard to explain. The boss being such a colossal idiot and also the most villainous man on earth had some kind of appeal, and that's not there in Saints Row 3. Saints Row 3 is just like, you beat a guy with a dildo while flying around on VTOL planes and rockets, and there's zombies, and like this, all this other stuff. It doesn't really work for me. It's a little too juvenile in the wrong way, I think. Copy the peglins. Randomly remove orb. The mirror orb is a weird one. Well, if it's superhero stuff, that Infamous game I played, I think it was Infamous Second Son, that was pretty good. Ow. I have nothing to spend my money on at all. I should go to that shop, I guess. I don't know what to do, really. This build. I've never played Saints Row 1, but I'm not huge on Grand Theft Auto in general either. And I think that's all that one is, right? It's just Grand Theft Auto at home. They did something else with Saints Row 2. Man, I missed. How did I miss that? There we go. Allegedly 500 damage, but we're not actually going to do that. This boss, he turns everything to 1. Protect Orb is really good here because it does more damage than it is supposed to, and Heals you at the same time. I guess that this mixes with that other one that I said was the worst, so if you have them both, maybe you can do something. Alright. I feel like Bucklorb has advantages in these stages with the red bombs. If I can freaking get it to go up. If number go up, it makes sense. And these red bombs no longer scare me like they... I've had them kill me from full health before. They're so gross. So to be able to stop them at all is nice. This is like the only counter for them. I think you can evade them too, and that probably works better. But if I could just block them, that's something. It's a point in its favor. Yeah, I guess I didn't really like the character change for Shondi either in Saints Row 3, and Johnny Gat was missing because the voice actor didn't want to be there and all this other stuff. Which I get, but like, that sucks. Kind of an important character. It's just, they completely changed her. I wasn't really there for any of the plot. It wasn't very interesting. That was such a long time ago. I used to care about what game was coming out until around that point. Saints Row 3 and other games like it were Fable and what else? Games like that had been such disappointing things that I actually was hyped for that I stopped caring about releases. I think Saints Row 3 was one of the last ones for me. Bold Orb. Obligatory. Let's save the money, go shop first. The entire time I was playing Saints Row 3, I just assumed at some point we were gonna get like a Terminator scene where he was gonna walk out, like Johnny Gat was just gonna walk out, and it was gonna be, I even thought it was gonna be just exactly that scene where he would just walk out of like an exploding car and he'd be a robot man or something, and he would be there, but he never showed up. I couldn't believe it. And there was all this drama about it too, like I was supposed to be real shook up about it. Losing health, gain bulwark from self-damage, but I don't take self-damage because I have bulwark. I don't understand. I might as well get it, I guess. Yeah, I'm not much of a video gamer these days. I don't pay enough attention to things coming out or anything like that. Though, to be fair, I think the world was a little different than it was when I was growing up. Alright. The amount of games that exist to play is a little overwhelmingly big now. Oh my, I'm not gonna survive this fight, huh? Why do they have so much Macircle? Where did that even come from? What am I doing that's giving them that much? I'm not even sure. I have no idea. I haven't never seen them do that before. I don't feel like. Is that new? I don't remember them buffing anything. They usually just shoot at me. They usually just do that. I don't think I've ever... I don't recall that ever happening ever. I just finished playing this game again on my phone and I didn't see any of that. Oof, the bulwark build didn't make it. I never was able to get bulwark to generate, honestly. I want to try something else, though. Because I've been talking about it, and I just sort of had it there. You sort of saw it a little bit. Let's pick my boy who's got Crucible 15 on. And do the circle only build. To show you that it theoretically can... in a very technical sense, you can make it work. Let's do it. It'll be funny. And we get some swole torbs, maybe? I don't think that that's very interesting, because the Macircle build is going to give me so many Macircles. It's going to be ridiculous. It's going to be one of these piercing, just in case I need it. It's a regular shot. Looking for the good stuff here. I don't remember exactly what a lot of these are. This is not the good stuff. This one maybe is okay. Even though it does self-damage, which I don't like to see. You throw in a doctor. Hell yeah, give me some summoning circles. That's a funny build. Let's just do that too. Let's do Macircle summoning circle. Yeah. I mean, this is a fun thing to do on its own. I'll just do 5, and we don't need any Macircle builders. Show me the Macircle builder relics, though. Two Macircle every reload. Three Macircle at the start. Macircle's doubled. There's some relics that just aren't in here, right? Like, they're just not here. Oh, I guess I didn't realize that that was not here. That's cool. This is why I couldn't get Bulwark to work, maybe. I probably missed some good ones. This will take care of my healing needs. I'll take that. The refreshive. Looking for the one that lets me delete 2 orbs at a time because I would like to refresh just for my circle building. It's in here somewhere. The boss relics are here. Nice. Oh, that's a good one. Give me the circle builds and also the crit removal. And durable is not actually necessary this time. I'll get it if it shows up. It's fine. More interested in just showing off my circle by itself. One less crit. That should do it. I shouldn't have any crit now. This will give me a ton of crits for... a ton of my circle for refreshing. Yeah. This is the goofy ass circle build right here. Pretty strong. And that's the discard thing. Yeah. 13 refreshes. And each one will give me the good stuff. Make them do damage too while I'm at it. I'm not gonna grab any more orbs. I'm just gonna stick with these stupid summoning circles. Let's see how much we can get for damage. Yeah, sure. Give me multi-ball. I actually don't know about that. I don't think I can take it because the summoning circles aren't going to do anything by themselves. They would after I build enough my circle, I guess. But out the gate, they're going to do nothing. I guess out the gate, I'm going to start with enough my circle to make them do something at all. Actually. Alright. Let me look at the stats on this thing. Yeah, it doesn't do any... I'm not allowed to look at the upgrade path on it. Oh well. Let's try this. The cookie. Let's do this. The cookie would be crazy. Let's see if the circle build can beat Crucible 15 with all this garbage that I have here. I still have the Terra Ball. I need to upgrade these things to make them good. We start with 9 circle. Alright, it's at 15 now. We really don't need even a fraction of all the stuff I have. The circles builds up on its own just fine. Anyway. Yeah, we start with Pebble and Terraball because of the curse. This is the build I've actually gotten once or twice that makes my circle actually look like it's any good. More or less I had what's going on here. Summoning circle's adding to it obviously, but not really that much. It's from the circle. You just get 81 damage on every shot now. You can't get away. And of course I took this refresh thing when I saw it, when I had the other thing that gives refresh damage to my circle. Making it look good. I probably need to get rid of the Terra Balls from the deck as a priority over upgrading the summoning circle for more orb out at the time. No choice there. At all. Just adds up so fast. If you can get rid of the crits, the circle does some business. Man, that was bouncy. Cool. That's one. I'll get rid of the other before we get out of zone one here. Custom start. Endless mode would be interesting if they just like doubled the health of everything or something on the way through. I don't know. They have not done that though, unfortunately. It's flying around so weirdly. I don't really know why. Shit. Okay, that's fine. Well, text gets +1. All right, that helps a very, very tiny amount. Okay. Well, we now have 6 summoning circles by, not by my intention, but what are you gonna do? Now we just need to upgrade these damn things. Need $1 billion for that. Watch out, Minotaur! Ah! Okay. The oboe is really good in this area, this first area, against the fucking spiders. I actually get the all fever bonus for clearing every peg. Anyway, that thing disables the spider event. It turns them to 0 damage because they only hit for 1. There's like 6 of them, so they always hit $1 billion damage, but they actually hit for 1 each. So if you have that, they're finished. They're through. They're cooked. I'm showing off my circle and summoning circle at the same time here. Why? My circle can be busted, but only in this one and only this one circumstance. But summoning circle is extremely easy to get this to do this. You just need 2 of them. Like, you don't need much. You've got it. If you get summoning circle, you're already with a good deck. Like, it's just such a good orb by itself. I like it when the audio cuts out because it can't handle what I'm doing. More orb upgrades. All orbs get +2. Big deal. Double damage, but every activation gets downgraded. I'm wondering if I can outpace devouring here. Maybe. I think the circle growth is faster than that, but it's kind of hard to tell. I'll just take this damage one, whatever. They're all kind of bad. Holy shit. Oh yeah, we're up to 300. As I continue to upgrade the summoning circles, I'm going to get more orbs out. Kind of recursive with them. They do a thing where they summon more and more copies of each other. So as they all get to closer to level 3, they're going to summon more orbs. This build is still kind of vulnerable to the knights with the shields, like they would actually hurt me. Excepting for the healing that I get for free. Almost there. Only one battle orb left. One lousy level 2 summoning circle to go. Yeah. If you take this multi-refresh thing, you have to have the thing that makes refresh do damage. Or your entire field's gonna be empty and not active for damage at all. You'll have nothing but refresh, and the refresh does 0. Not a great situation. Let's see where we go with this. What's the highest damage number we're going to end up with? Good morning. Oh, come on. 5 health, what a gross guy. Well, if I continue to not get piercing, I can build up the circle to like 6,000 damage on the summoner boss. I probably won't die. And then I can hit him one time for 10 million damage. Numbers. I'm getting blasted. Friggin' shields, man. That enemy sucks. This is gonna be one of the longer battles I've had, so we're sitting at like 300 plus on each peg I hit. It's unfortunate that the refresh messes up the field so much. I need that durable if I really wanted to see how big this number could get. We would be at 100k a shot with durable, but I don't have it. Maybe it'll show up in the next boss. Probably not. How we doing? Without piercing, it's annoying. But refresh is sucking because of the plus 10 refreshes. It makes it not work very well. But that's where all that damage is coming from, though, so it is working better, obviously, than it... Oh, my. There comes 100 and... something, 190k? I don't know. It's making the number go up big. We're at plus 620 now. But it is not giving me the whole field because of the way it refreshes now. Got his ass. This is a bit silly, I think. I don't care which one of these I get. They're all fine. Extra damage for flight. Alright. Love damage. It goes up by like 1. It goes up by like 1 damage per tick. Isn't that great? It's just a little metronome thing to balance out the audio. Little metronome beat. Gonna get you. I'll go right. So why not? Boss and store. It seems like the case everywhere, though. Okay, here's crit. But it won't do anything without crit on the board, unfortunately. So no piercing. Oh, I've never had this many before. This one will actually do multiple targets. Unlike that other fake one. Nah, I'm good. Don't actually need anything, turns out. Piercing's gonna help on this mess of a map with these shield guys. One bomb, come on. That's all you get. Ghost, why do you get to shoot and move, you jerk? Alright. Durable? No? No. This is the next best thing. And obviously, this is what I had when I had my original circle build. I didn't have durable pegs. I had this. This is nuts with this. You're going to see that number go to 1 million now. I wish I had durable pegs too, but I think this is maybe better, actually, for what's currently going on. The pegs are still on the field. And the balls are still in the field, activating them constantly. Yeah, shot 1 has already done more than my total top score. 250,000. Pop! No problem at all. Now that's with 1/4 of the number that I had earlier. Oh, 4 damage. Wow. Rude. Random and positive slimes, okay. Yeah, I guess it does when they walk through it, give them a buff. I don't know how I missed that in the past, I don't know. Cursed mushroom stage. Oof. Okay. I have nothing really to choose that matters here, honestly. There's no reason to pick anything. Obviously, we're done building. Yo, new score record. 357,000. Yo, new score record. 431,000. That might be the top we get here. Nice. Doctor Orb. Check out the store, see if there's anything in it of value at all. I don't think there will be. Can't think of any relics that I care about. Whatever. Sure. Poison. I'm fine with this. There's a boss to the left. I'll just do that. Bombs activate pegs, can you believe it? Oh boy. A free relic. Whenever we apply slime, we get +5 on the peg. That's cool. That's more damage. We need more damage. This is not like the strongest build you could get for damage, because you could easily, you know, just give yourself the relics to give you upgrades on the pegs. That would be good too. That would be a different way to build a bunch of damage, is to get the every time it refreshes it grows strength kind of thing, or whatever. All that. There's a couple of relics that do that, and they add up. Sword Orb and all that. We're already seeing some numbers. I've gotten the number on a peg to go up to like 400 before with this kind of build before, and some hijinks. That's a very exciting one, because that is going to activate the morbid pegs. Pretty sure. Ow. Ow. Game's having a little hard time now for some reason. Hey, vampirism. You got it. The audio is gone. It's just turned off forever. Damn, that hurt a lot. Oh well, I'm still alive. We got vampirism, we're fully healed again. New record? That seemed like 500,000. New record? This is definitely the highest we've seen. 650,700. Alright. Hey, boss. All right. Hey, we're allowed to unlock relics this way. That's interesting. I didn't think you could unlock anything that way. Well, that's the Circle build with Summoning Circle combined with it. So you wouldn't have that much power with Circle, but you'd have something like that. Remove 2 zeros. You'd be hitting for 2,000 plus each shot with just Circle with the build you could get over a period of a couple turns. You could get it to like 100 on every peg shot pretty easily. Originality. I like this character okay. I think the debuffs aren't very exciting on their own, unfortunately. There's a couple that are good, and then there's a couple that don't really do anything, and when the good ones show up, it's a big help. I'm okay with it not happening all the time, because one of the debuffs is just this character does like 10% more damage to this character now. Like they just take that much more damage from crits. That's one of the debuffs. You stack that a couple times and you're doing double damage to bosses. And the poison's always good. But most of the other ones are whatever. That transparency one is it's sort of piercing, but it's kind of lousy at it. I don't really care about it. Bramble, pretty boring. There's a couple other debuffs. Blind is good. That's it adds up. It's good eventually. It's not good out the gate. 4 isn't enough. I want to go shop instead of buying anything here. I'll do more bombs. That's good for now. Ball's okay, it's just not very interesting and doesn't do anything in a lot of fights. The orb that does Ball is bad in particular. So this is one of the only ways to get Ball without having to have that orb. That's the good one. 20% more crit damage just because of that right there, and that's huge on enemies with lots of health. It's so easy to get crits to happen. I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade this. Man, come on. A couple of bosses ignore blind, but most of them don't. And poison works on all of them. So those are extremely good, always working debuffs. Poison adds up. Just adding 1 doesn't, you know, that's just 10 damage. But it's that growing damage. So if you can stack it, you can really get it to be silly. Like, that's how you can easily beat the slime in Crucible 15. If you can get poison at all, there's a relic that gives you 2 poison on every attack or something like that. That's enough. You'll beat the slime with just that if you can stay alive at all for a little while. because the scaling of it, it's going to be great on the other bosses, and on the slime in particular, for some reason the slime ticks twice, so it just eats 20 bonus damage every turn, and that's enough damage to make up for the numbers. Ow. It's freaking Minotaur. Jerk. Good thing we can shoot through him and hit the enemies behind him, right? Yeah. More exploitable. Shit. Actually, that's good. Never mind. I was actually, for a while, having more trouble with the other boss than the slime. I finally got the hang of the slime, which is try to find some, like I said, status effect that works on him. It's really annoying. I was barely able to beat either one of them on Crucible 15. Oof. Plus 3. 30%, damn. Hate this map, dude. Hate it. Ugh, what a waste. The amount of damage I've taken on Crucible 3 or whatever. Oh, I'm on 5. It's kind of ridiculous, though. Guess I'm gonna heal. Doesn't seem like I'm gonna win if I don't. Oh man, that would have been a good one. Yeah, Mole was worse for just a minute because they had messed up the respawning of bombs. They fixed it. But, that didn't help for sure. I'm going for the exploitable outplay. For damage this time. Which I don't feel like is too bad of an idea. I don't think the refresh being in a bad place is even luck-based, because really, it moves every time that you hit it. So it's just a matter of time on any map that it's going to go to a place where you can no longer hit it. The game leans into the concept of it being put in a place where you aren't hitting it, because if it were in a place where you did hit it, you'd have hit it. It's just, so it eventually just ends up in the corner, and on a map like that, you're fucked. You're finished. It's over. It's a problem that they're not going to fix, I don't think. It's it seems like an obvious fix. It seems like you just need that relic that moves the refresh mandatory. You should just start with it. Since they're not going to go that route with it, I think they are making a big mistake with the balance. I don't think there's anything I can do to make it, because the game leans that way, and refresh is too important. Honestly, the crit maybe should be the one that doesn't move. If you have to have one that doesn't move, the refresh being the one doesn't make any sense. That is what kills almost all the balance in this game, I think. And it seems like they're gonna stick with it. That's just a surprising choice to me. I figured that would be the thing they'd notice, but it continues to be the biggest oversight that they've made in the whole thing. The refusal to make refresh move without having to be lucky and find the relic that does that. And I'm hesitant to buy that relic too, because there's other relics I'd rather have, but it's just, I'm gonna run into this refresh problem someday. It's gonna hurt me. Oof, I need some actual good orbs here. Not getting them. Current problem. I actually want the one in the center. Come on. How did I do that? Whoops. Ooh, the bomb messed me up. Here's this lousy fight. However, exploitable 4 already on you. Need to hit that crit some though. And the refresh is way over there, so that's not great. You know, case in point. Getting a little screwed up here. Maybe someday I'll actually get a build with this run. Alright. We're now just doing like double damage on crits, plus 30% more. That's so much. To actually hit the crit though, you know? Yeah. That Gorb is pretty good. I never take this piece of junk, but in this case, maybe I want it. These other ones are lousy, so let's see what they gave me and what they upgraded. I had Neck Orb level 2 and a bunch of Pebbles. They gave me a Dag Orb that they didn't upgrade, and Cauldron Babal that they did. And they took one of the Pebbles to level 3 for some reason. Oh well. I'm not unhappy to take another Echo Orb. I probably should have gone left, but really now. Buying the Echo Orb and upgrading it ruined the store for me. This would have been a decent one. The crit there would have been nice. Sweet. Okay, so AoE attacks with this guy. Tremendous damage. You get all those debuffs on everybody. Piercing essential. Oh, you reflect that? Didn't think you would. Thought I was playing smart. I'm not doing anything here. Ow. I wish that Gorb had some damage on it. Without the crit, it doesn't do anything. Really need that, those upgrades. Oh man. Need more crits on the board. Not buying that one in the shop hurts. If it weren't for the mass status effect, that would have been pretty useless. Man, no damage at all. I kind of just assumed Echo would do more, but I guess I need to pair it with actual damage orbs. I know it hits everybody, but I'm not getting the numbers out of it without more crits. And even with more crits, if I don't have Spiness, don't do nothing for me. Not succeeding here. Boss time, that's exciting. Oh, great. Are you gonna reflect this? Yeah, fantastic. Ugh. Didn't put a shield down. Why not? What? I guess I don't understand why he puts the shield up in the first place then. Should have done it for that, because that was an indirect hit. That's what my understanding was. This will certainly cause him to do it. Which gives you the worst damn field there is. There's never anything on it. And then he puts his shield back up after one shot. Let's go. Would have been a good field for healing. I should have shot better. Great. Did not get the crit. There it is. Nice. Get them all. The mirrors are gonna hurt me. Oh well. Damn. Let's do this. Oh shit. That sucks. How did that even happen? Never get what I want on the bounce. Reload, refresh. That also is an opportunity for fixing the way refresh works. Is that relic as well could be another solution in case you're completely screwed. There's no escape if you are, if it's just in a bad place. But if you could refresh and reload, that's possibly something. The early game, I think, is actually the hardest part of this game. And I don't like it when that's the case. I feel like that's true in, like, Isaac as well. Like, because you have no power yet, and you're fighting a bunch of enemies who are pretty lethal. I had to heal. This boss doesn't care about my HP though. Oof. Again. Nice one. 1 damage on that as a normal shot. This guy gets to show up twice. Really need that refresh. Man. Oof. The crit's not even here anymore. It's on the... No, it's just not here at all. What the... It's just allowed to not exist sometimes? Okay. It must have been on the second board and isn't... Yeah, that's probably what it was, right? I don't know. I don't think that's the case because I saw the second board. It wasn't like reloaded yet and still didn't have a crit. They just didn't put a crit on the board. They chose not to do that. Which kind of screws me over. See it again here. This time the crits are here on this board. Man, evasion sure is good. Got that going for me at least, right? The refresh is gone forever for some god knows why. Is there like multiple versions of this field right here? That must be the case. I'm done for if there's no refresh. It's just over. Well, I'm not done in this case. I'll be alright, but now I'm curious. If I can get him to switch to the other board, I'm wondering if there's another refresh. Oh, I'm not gonna see it. That's too bad. Hit that bomb. Whatever the refresh was. That boss is weird. That's all I know about that. I don't know. That is such a good shot. It does enough damage with the AoE and then it poisons everybody. Wish the poison were steeper. But it does scale with the number. Missed the crit. I tried. Damn. Yeah, indirect damage should switch to the... When he gets hit with a skill that is like from above and is not reflected, he should put his shield down, but he doesn't. On the poison shot, I have no idea why. That's the first exception I've seen. Every other shot I've ever seen that, you know, isn't just a direct projectile shot has made him drop it. As long as it does any damage at all. I don't really understand why he was doing that, but that's okay. I guess there's an exception in the poison AoE. Get rid of these freaking echo orbs that aren't going to do anything. I mean, I guess I could have shot another 300 damage shot at him, but I can do better than that, hopefully. I'm gonna die here. Run, Ender. It's over. There's nothing I can do for status effects to this guy. It won't matter. My only chance really is the exploitable shots and crit adding up to be some ridiculous number before it's too late. And currently that's not working out for me. I don't think poison will get him, but it is going up, so I'll stick with poison as a plan. I wish I could dodge his actual attack with this 100% dodge, but it's not going to be the case, unfortunately. This is a really good build for dodge, but it's not going to work out against this guy. He's immune to it. Hit that crit. God, it's right there. Come on. Not going to get it. Oh well. I shouldn't have fired this one. Shouldn't have fired that one either. It's over. I'm messing up too many. I went here to click the delete and I hit the fire button instead, I guess. Oh well. No reason to fire that. Let's fire this. Scoundrel got eaten by a wall. Hate to see it. Not enough damage at all. Damn. We have like 6 crits on the field and I can't get any of them. Hey, how you doing there? Why are they so hard to reach? Come on, hit that crit. How dare you? Not gonna get him again? Fuck. Oh well. This boss is a little crazy for any kind of build that's not pure damage. Can't win. Wasn't super impressed with my build though. It was a dodge build. It would have probably beaten every other thing in this game, but not that guy. I don't have the damage. It's a very boring, low damage thing. Hey, thanks for joining me for this midnight no alerts broadcast, everybody. Call it for now. Gonna do some arcade pit challenges creation tomorrow. Have a good night.